At the nightclub, everyone was enjoying themselves except one, the bad boy son of the mafia king, who was yelling on the car angrily, not caring about the commotion around him. Yet his rugged charm drew admiring glances from the women around him. He wore a black leather jacket, ripped jeans, and had dark messy hair covering his forehead. He had a strong muscular body with the broad shoulders and a sharp jawline that made him really attractive. One of his arms was covered in tattoos, which was super hot. Just throw the money in their face. Finish this by tomorrow morning, or you won't see the next tomorrow if I see him again there. He was yelling angrily in his rough voice. But just then, a girl stumbled out of the nightclub dizzy and bumped into Jungkook, causing Jungkook's phone to fly out of his hand and land on the pavement with a crack. That's it. Jungkook's anger increased even more as he grabbed the guy's collar strongly. Are you freaking blind? You idiot! I'm sorry, I just stumbled by mistake and bumped you. Saying this, he was about to leave, but Jungkook grabbed the guy's arm and spun him back around. You broke my phone. Man, you damn sorry can fix my phone? Before the guy could speak, Jungkook threw a punch, and the guy fell onto the glass table, shattering it with his landing body. Jungkook pulled up by the collar and ready to punch him again, but a girl intervened, pushing Jungkook back. Jungkook was taken aback. A girl pushed him back in front of so many people. It was unbelievable that no one else intervened, but a single girl stepped forward and pushed Jungkook back. The girl helped the guy stand steady and met Jungkook's piercing brown eyes, which was scary. Look, he said sorry. It was an accident. Why are you beating him up? He broke my expensive phone. He is going to pay for this. He didn't break your phone on purpose. You were the one talking on the phone while walking and didn't watch where you were going. Now you are going to pay for his hospital bill and treatment too. You want money? Well, take this. He took a fistful of money from his back pocket and threw it in the man's face, not counting it and not caring. He then looked at Twine with his dark gaze. Now make him buy me an expensive phone. I can't afford to buy it. I'm just a daily worker on the streets. Then why did you break my phone? Jungkook was about to punch him again, but Twine pushed him back, causing him to stumble and fall, which was a total insult to him. How dare you push me back? He got up angrily, about to rush towards her, but the bouncers from the nightclub intervened, holding Jungkook's back. Sir, please leave them alone. They are new here. Let go of me. They are going to pay for this. Jungkook was yelling, pushing the bouncers away from him, but his friend Jimin came and stopped him. Jungkook, your father is on the way. We need to go before he arrives. Damn it. He pushed the bouncers aside like they were nothing, but gave them a death glare. You are lucky. I didn't kill you. Please, we have no time. Let's go. Jimin was dragging Jungkook away hurriedly with tension as Wayne sighed in relief and looked at the guy after Jungkook disappeared. Thanks, ma'am, for helping me. Don't mess with those dogs again. Sure, ma'am. Saying this, he left, bowing to her. But when Wayne looked to her left, she was confused to see her friend Mia staring at her like a statue. Jungkook, Mia, are you okay? She shook Mia's shoulder. Are you out of your mind? Me? I didn't mind to make him fall by pushing. I just tried to help a poor girl. Why did you confront the bad boy? He's the spoiled son of the mafia king. What if he kills you? Wayne's eyes widened in shock, realizing who she had just pushed, a dangerous person, not just a common man. You just came from abroad this morning. Now you have got into a confrontation with the bad boy Jungkook. I'm scared about what he is going to do. Don't be scared, nothing is going to happen to me. I'll protect myself. First, let's get out of here. She started leaving, with Mia following closely behind, still looking tense. From that day on, Vine never saw Jungkook again. However, her life took a new turn when she recently agreed to an arranged marriage. Her parents had been forcing her to get married, and despite her attempts to convince them otherwise, as she had done in the past, they refused to budge. With no other choice, Vine reluctantly agreed to get married soon, in just a month's time. Jungkook stood at the altar, his eyes fixed on the floor. His expression a mix of reluctance and anger. He heard the sound of the bride's approach, but he didn't bother to look up. He was still fuming about being forced into this arranged marriage. The bride one stood beside him. She too had been forced into this union, and she wasn't thrilled about it. She didn't even want to look at her groom. But when the priest asked something made Vine's eyes suddenly darted up to look at Jungkook, hearing his name. Vine was still in shock and fear as she realized that the bad boy she had confronted months ago was now standing beside her, about to become her husband. She couldn't believe her bad luck. The same person she had pushed and stood up to was now the one she was being forced to marry. Regret washed over her as she thought about how she had refused to see his photo before the wedding, not wanting to acknowledge the arranged marriage her parents had set up against her will. Jungkook turned to look at his bride, expecting a stranger, but was shocked to see one. He couldn't believe it, but he noticed her shocked and fearful expression, and it made him smirk proudly. Vine was still trying to wrap her head around the situation, but her mom gestured her to say something. She couldn't back out now, not with all these people watching, her relatives, her parents, and the powerful mafia king family. The sermon kept going with Vine and Jungkook saying their vows and exchanging rings. You may kiss the bride. Vine's lips were pressed into a thin line as she shook her head, refusing to kiss Jungkook. Her heart was racing with anxiety, but Jungkook didn't care. He simply pulled her close by the waist and smashed his lips onto her, taking what he wanted. You must be tired, Vine. Go and change out of your wedding dress. I'll make dinner for our family. Where's my room, Mom? Jungkook's room is yours too, from tonight onwards. You will be sharing a room. Go upstairs, dear. Your luggage is already there. Vine felt a knot in her stomach as she hesitated, knowing what would happen if she went to his room. But she had no other choice. So, she slowly made her way upstairs, her heart racing with anxiety. As Vine entered the room, she didn't see Jungkook anywhere, thinking it was a perfect opportunity to freshen up and head downstairs. She searched for her luggage and finally found it, pulling out a comfortable night dress. Just as she was about to head to the bathroom, the doors were open and Jungkook stood before her half naked, with only a towel wrapped on his waist. Water droplets glistened on his wet hair, and a few stray drops slid down his smooth skin, captivating Vine's attention. Amid the hot, but Vine didn't respond, still trying to process the sight of him half naked. She quickly tried to escape into the bathroom, but Jungkook caught her by the wrist and pinning her to the door frame. Stay away from me. Vine is shivering but could demanded him. I'm your husband now. You can't say that to me. If I had known you were going to marry me, I would have at least run away from my own parents. Jungkook's eyes narrowed, finally understanding about Vine. He laughed, as if I was craving to marry you. Vine's voice trembled, but she managed to say clearly, I know you married me for revenge, but I can't let you hurt me. I can protect myself. Jungkook's voice was laced with sarcasm. Is that so, smart girl? Then you are. Yes, I married you to take revenge on you. Look, Jungkook, I'm not a paranoid. Oh, let me see then too. He brought his face closer to hers, as if to kiss her, but Wan caught her lips with her hand. Hey, what is this? Wan didn't respond, so he demanded again. Remove it. Wan shook her head, refusing to budge. Jungkook tried to pull her hand away, but just as he did, the doors burst open from outside, making them both freeze. Wrapping her arms on her serve forcefully. Jungkook looked at her with a mixture of judgment and amusement, shook his head and closed his eyes, sighing heavily. She woke up and she was met with a shocking sight. She was lying on the bed, not on the sofa, where it all to yourself. Did you just call me a pig? As if you weren't a pig at all. Yeah, this is too much. She grabbed a pillow and started hitting Jungkook, who burst into laughing, unfazed by her attacks. I'm not a pig, but you are a pig, and a mother pig. Vaughn continued to hit him but stopped when the better. Has he ever hurt you, dear? No, he's never hurt me. I think you are running late, Mom. Yes, I am. Bye, sweetie. Vaughn waves goodbye as Mrs. John leaves. Vaughn was cleaning the bedroom when she saw a book on the cupboard that she wanted to read. She went over to get it, but it was too hard. She stood on her tiptoes, stretching up to reach the book, but it was just out of her grasp. Just then, Jungkook walked by and saw her struggling to get the book. He stopped and watched her. Jungkook was about to walk away, but his gaze lingered on the curve of Vine's neck. His eyes drawn down her body, taking in the sight of her standing on tiptoes, trying to reach the book. Without a word, he moved closer, his hand brushing against hers as he gently took hold of the book. Vine felt her body tensing as his chest pressed against her back, sending shivers down her spine. Jungkook handed her to the book in silence, then stepped back to her space. Don't get it wrong, I just wanted to help you. Thanks for the help, Jungkook. He got a smile before nodding and walking away. Vine watched him go, a small smile spreading across her face, unnoticed by Jungkook. She sat down on the bed. Breaking the moment, she answered the call, her eyes still on the spot where Jungkook had disappeared. Vine, you totally forgot about me, didn't you? Maybe. Hey, I thought you would deny it. What's going on? Is Jungkook hurting you after marriage? Actually, what is it? Say it. I fell for this bad boy. What? I can't believe it. You said you were scared he would take revenge or something. But how did you fall for him? I love people. He is dangerous. Of course he was dangerous, but when it comes to his family, he's so soft. I don't know how it happened since I came to his home. We have been fighting and arguing daily, but he never stopped caring for me. I love it. And I didn't even give him a single glass of water, showing attitude to him. but he never showed any attitude back to me. I thought you would run away from him, but knowing you fell in love with him is so hard to believe. But I know you never fall easily. So he must have done something special to win you over. Maybe. Okay, I'll hang up now. It's time for him to have his milk. And his mom isn't home, so I'll give it to him myself today. Oh, so my wife is already taking care of her husband? Stop teasing me, yeah. She shyly hangs up the call and heads to the kitchen. Jug of milk. She takes the milk to him. He leaving one standing there, her eyes blurring with tears. Jungkook paces back to the fourth in the living room, waiting for his wife to return. Where is she? Is she still shopping? Maybe she went somewhere else after leaving the mall. He checked his watch for what felt like the 100th time. She should be back now. I hope everything is okay. Wait, did she get hurt? Because I told Kia was my girlfriend? Oh no, Jungkook. What if she took it seriously? He gripped his hair, feeling a surge of worry and regret. He quickly grabbed his phone, dialed his skirts, and he then rushed out of the house to find his wife. She sat alone and the streets were empty. The only sound of the echo of her own quiet sobs, her eyes still with tears, lost in thoughts. She hadn't noticed the time. It was midnight. I never thought my Jungkook would cheat on me. Wait, how is it cheating when he didn't even love me? Or when I didn't even behave like his wife? But I'm stupid for thinking he loved me too. That's why he was showing me affection, not knowing he already had a girlfriend in his life. I shouldn't have fallen for him. I know about his reputation. He is a bad boy with a good heart. What a fool I am. She buried her face in her hands, tears streaming down her face. Jungkook's guards finally gave him the information he had been waiting for. Bayan's location. Without hesitation, he jumped into his car, sped towards her. As he arrived, he saw Bayan sitting alone, looking lost. He called out her name loudly, running towards her as soon as he stopped the car. She raised her head, but when she saw him, her expression went blank. What the hell were you doing alone here? Do you even know what time it is? I was just waiting for the bus. He shut his eyes knowing she was lying, but he grabbed her wrist. Anyway, let's go home. She removed his hand, standing up. I'll come on the bus. You can go. Your girlfriend must be waiting for you. Seriously? Frustration evident on his face, but he controlled his anger. Nonsense. Get in the car. I said you can go. How can I go? Leave my wife here? He yelled, his voice echoing through the night, but she yelled back, her eyes burst into tears. Why wouldn't you go? You already left me and went with your girlfriend this noon. Now you remember you had your wife. Are you crying? What else can I do? I love you, Jungkook. But you had your girlfriend. Knowing this, how can I be strong? I thought you were good, not that bad. You never hurt me before. But you proved me wrong. You broke my heart.